What made you want to aspire to be a comedian?
Did you say aspire?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily aspire to be a comedian. I just wanted to do stand-up.
Okay.
It was, something I've always wanted to do. Back in the day, I had a creative bug. I used to write rhymes. I used to rap a little bit. I used to make music with people and stuff like that and record in my 20s. I don't do that anymore. But that was always fun. That was more of a creative outlet for me, right?
Yeah.
And I always wanted to do stand-up because I always thought, I'm funny. I can make people laugh in social settings, and I think, things are funny. I love funny movies and all this other stuff, and I like to write too. And I wanted to do stand-up last year in 2020. That was my goal in 2019. I said in 2020, I'm going to try to get up on some open mics, some 5-minute open mics and stuff like that, and go for it. Then the pandemic happened.
All shut down.
That plan had to be pushed out.
Yeah.
And then 2021
Things happen for a reason.
2021 came around. I found a club in McKinney, Texas. It's called the Comedy Arena, and they have classes. They have improv classes. They have different kind of improv classes to where you can do like sketch comedies or whatever, performing art stuff in front of people and just off the whim. Kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Love that show.
Stuff like that. And then they had another section that said, hey, do you want to take a stand-up class? We'll teach you how to write one-liner jokes and things like that. It's a 6-week class. It was only $200. And you get in there. I think the class started with like 14 people. And at the end of it, started with 16, 17 people. At the end of it, there was only 9 left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, were they
people
pick like, okay, you can leave, or they just
no,
left?
people were bailing because
God,
they
shit.
didn't understand what they had to do, and then they found out they had to have a showcase at the end of this. The actual club's gonna put on a showcase for us to where we could perform for the public.
And they freaked out. Right?
And people were there just because they just wanted to. I don't know what they were trying to do. One lady was there, and she was just on stage ranting about her husband, and it wasn't it wasn't a therapy session. And then she was just talking about her vacation she went on, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Wasting people's time. But anyway, we're there. They teach you how to write simple one-liner jokes, the setup and then the punch, right? And I never thought about comedy that way because I'm not like a one-liner. It's hard to be original and write one-liners. That a lot of things have been talked about already in this world. Yeah. And so anyway, they teach you how to do that. They give you a bunch of words. They don't want you to self-edit. You just write, come back to it later, work on it, write. So we just slowly started building, and then we got a showcase, performed in maybe 60 to 70 people.
When was this showcase?
It was July 15th, I think. It was on a Wednesday.
Because I think I wanted...
It was a Wednesday night.
We were, actually. I was actually going to reserve a table.
Yeah, well, here's the issue. One of the people, there's a couple people in there, half of their family bought all the tables. Yeah. So...
See, as I was thinking about that, and this is no way in criticism or disrespect of the venue, but I'm like, man, they really should have limited how many tables each person could, because there were not just us, but you wanted some other friends to attend as well.
I mean, they made accommodations for people who really wanted to get in, like family members and stuff like that. And so anyway, whatever.
Go on.
I mean, if you guys would have showed up, I could have got you in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I mean,
once I heard there were no tables, I'm like, well, fuck it, oh well.
I'm gonna have another one in August.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as they release tickets for that, I'm gonna buy 2 tables.
Oh, okay.
For other friends, because I had other friends that wanted to come and they couldn't get a table either. Anyway, the night comes, they actually bring in an actual more seasoned comedian to kind of open up the show,
guarantee a little entertainment
to get the room nice and warmed up for us and stuff like that. Everybody's laughing in a laughing spirit. He goes up there, and we're listening to him in the background, and we're all kind of getting nervous. We're already a couple cocktails in too, because we're trying to loosen the nerves and stuff like that. And then boom, once the show starts, everybody's quiet. We're not joking around anymore. We're trying to because we're not going up there with anything.
Right.
Yeah.
We got all of our stuff memorized and everything. We got, chunks.
Mm-hmm.
I had like 4 different chunks, right? That's how you memorize it.
How many minutes is your set?
My set was just over 6 minutes, and we were only allowed 7.
Okay.
So 5 to 7. And so I was the second to go up, and
Is that a good thing, a bad thing? How do you see it?
well, they wanted the cleaner people with not as much vulgar language to go first.
Were people bringing their kids?
There was no kids there,
Oh, okay,
no.
good.
But the place does have kids sometimes there. But they really teach you to not try to cuss or be vulgar, because if you're funny enough, you don't have to use that type of language. You know what I mean?
And I think you're right. Dave Chappelle should take a cue from that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's a legend. Dave Chappelle's a legend.
Yeah.
It's for beginners,
Yeah.
right? Once you've been in and out of 100 clubs, then you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
So they also teach you a lot of things. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion, because you're not a comedian yet. Like, these are hot button topics that you have to be well versed.
Especially your first time up there.
Yeah, you don't want to start doing that first time up.
Yeah.
Don't talk about fat people if you're not fat. Don't talk about bald people if you're not bald. Don't talk about different races if you're not that race. There's a lot of do's and don'ts when you're your first time.
I can't talk about black people?
Yeah. And so anyway, everybody did great. They knocked it out of the ballpark. No one stumbled. I didn't stumble. My gig's on YouTube. Everyone went smooth. The crowd was great. Everybody give us our laughs.
I played some, but my computer died. So
It was it was just a real good atmosphere if you want to get in and try to get comfortable with being on stage, holding a mic, because all that stuff's foreign if you've never done it before. You're like, and then you record yourself too, and I noticed that I walk a little too much on stage, or I'm talking to the side of the room instead of talking to the straight out. And then you kind of want to like glance a little bit at different points in the audience to make it look like you're looking at people. Yeah. But once the lights are on, you really can't. Once the lights are on, you can't see past really the first and second row
were you
of tables.
Or were you
No, I was pretty cool, calm, and collective, because the whole day I rehearsed my thing, start to finish, a bunch of times.
What did you wear?
And the day before. I mean, I wore a nice button-up white shirt with it had blue roses on it.
Okay.
And I slicked my hair back. I made it all good looking.
You didn't wear a cap?
No, they tell you not to wear a hat.
Without a cap.
Yeah, because I don't wake up early enough to do my hair. So,
you have long hair?
I mean, it's a comb over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just
you should just see, because
I'm gonna see the video. I'm gonna see him.
Yeah, and they tell you not to wear shorts, no open toe sandals. So I just wore, I have blue Levi's that looked really good with the white. It was a white shirt with blue roses on it all over, and I looked good. I looked good. I was confident. You want to dress confident too, because you want that stage presence.
Now, did they have a wireless mic for you or a wired mic?
It's wireless. They also have wired too. They got all the stuff there, but it's another thing too of where your mic position is, because the night before I had my class, they're like, you're holding it like a rapper. I was like this, like I was rapping. They're like, they can't see your face, and then no, you don't want to ever wear hats because when the light's on, your face is shaded.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna wear a hat. Trust me, I won't. And then you want to be on point with your breaks too. You don't want to just tell a joke and then start talking again. Right. You want to give time for the people to digest it and laugh, and then have that laugh go all the way through till there's silence again. Then you start up. So towards the end of week 4, week 5, that's what I was working on. I already had my material. I was working on delivery and presentation.
Now, did you get laughs?
Oh yeah, I got some laughs, and you'll see it on the thing. And I had some good subject material,
He's talking shit about us, Mark.
No, and so now I'm in the advanced class, which is another 6 weeks.
Nice. 200.
It was another 2.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, that's
not bad. I mean, for a hobby, it's not bad. I mean, you get 2 hours of class. You get up there and get to do your thing, and then they'll critique you a little bit, because they had 2 comedians in there. One lady opened up for Andrew Dice Clay. She actually is a legit comedian in the area, and they'll go up there, they'll critique you, they'll be nice about it, they'll give you pointers, they'll maybe help you. Hey, that word doesn't hit good. Maybe try a different word. Maybe try this word. Try that word. Is that word really funny?
Were they doing this like right then and there?
After you do your set, they'll give you feedback while you're on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
In front of everybody. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Could have gone K-Rock.
Yeah,
everybody.
But they're nice about it. They're not saying you're not funny. Give it up. Don't quit your day job. Get out of here.
Something
Marty drink.
Yeah.
Something Marty was saying.
What? No, I would have given some good not criticism, but critique.
Then they start talking about act outs, different voices, talking like if say you're telling a story, your one voice, change your voice up a little bit. Even if you can't do accents, try to change your voice up for the other person, so you're kind of having a back and forth thing. So that's what we're kind of working on now in the more advanced.
It sounds like stuff we should actually be working on here on the
class. Yeah.
This sounds like we should have been taking that course.
Yeah.
You, not me.
There's other places that give these courses out too.
Oh, thank you. This was kind of far. Anyway.
So yeah, I'll at the end. I think it'll probably be at the end of August. I'll have another showcase, and
we'll definitely want to go.
I don't know where I'm gonna take it from there. I might, because I still have to. I still have to go out and do open mics. I'm not gonna unless I'm on a Facebook group page of all the DFLW area clubs.
Yeah. That
they'll put out an ad saying, "Hey, we need 10 comedians tonight. We need this and that."
People in those groups, are they generally nice or are they mean? Because I belonged to some Facebook groups before. They're just fucking mean.
It depends.
Okay.
All the people at open mics, they're all amateur comedians too. They don't give a shit. It's hard to get a laugh at an open mic because half the crowd's other comedians trying to work on their material.
Yeah.
And they don't really care. But if you can get an open mic audience to laugh, then you might have something.
Remember?
A lot of it is people are going to laugh because you're just doing stuff that they're afraid to do, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to get on stage in front of people they don't know and try to be funny. There's not many people out there willing to do that. It's stressful. It gives them anxiety.
You pointing at me?
Yeah,
things like that. But it's fun. I like it. It's an outlet, know.
I'm glad because some people would just, and obviously anybody would really probably know this before they even set foot on that stage if they're like, and you told, like it started off with like
17 people.
18 people.
A lot of people
then,
bailed.
Yeah, half the class bailed because they realized that's just not for me.
Yeah. And we had a nice little mixed group of different ages, a little diverse there.
Was there an Asian person? Oh,
no Asian person. I think the class before us had a nice Asian and Indian guy. I seen one guy that was like Muslim or Indian, and he was just going off on like all his like things he had to deal with being his culture.
Oh, that's cool.
In Texas and stuff. He was pretty funny. The best one.
Besides you.
Well, I mean,
obviously you don't throw yourself. Yeah.
I was at least top 3. I know that. I'll toot my horn. I don't care. I got confidence. Yeah. But I liked there was a girl named Jess. She did really well just because she had a funny real life story about her son going to school and hearing a racial term, and then she had to have a phone conversation with that mother, who's just a white suburban lady, and she made it hilarious. It was a funny bit.
Is that on YouTube?
I have her video, but I didn't. I have it. I have it because I recorded it for her. I sent it her clip, but I don't know if she posted it anywhere. She was good. Everybody was really good. There's a brother sister combination that who now live in Texas for about a good decade now, but they're from New York, and they had funny stories because they got accents, New Yorker accents.
Yeah. So is that what you're talking about, huh?
Yeah, there's.
Talking about?
Yeah. Everybody was pretty good. Everybody was pretty good.
Well, I'm glad, it's been a great, positive experience.
Yeah.
It could have gone horribly wrong.
It could have gone bad, yeah.
So that's awesome.
Where can they see you in YouTube?
Christopher Ginden?
It's Gindo Media, Gindo Media Media. Or on Instagram, ChrisG_comedy.
There you go, people.
Instagram.